Perfecto, ya estamos grabando. Okay. Ahora, can you do me a favor? Can you sit here for a second just to see if it blocks or not?
I have big hair, so.
Ok, perfecto. Ahora estamos así. Nos miramos así. Perfecto. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
¿Tú quieres que te diga? I want to tell you about my background first.
Yeah.
I think that's better.
Okay.
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 Are you recording now?
Now it's recording.
Okay. I was born in Cuba, May 21st, 1945. I came here in 1961.
Okay.
Operation Peter Pan. You remember the operation
Yeah.
in Cuba?
Well, they brought the little children
Related
from
children?
Cuba.
Okay. In 1963, I joined the army. We were going to go to the Cuban invasion after Bay of Pigs. This was the U.S. Army. It had an operation with the CIA, which was going to be another invasion in Cuba.
Well, what year were you born?
May 21st, 1945.
1945. Okay.
Okay.
So you were in the army?
I was in the army in 1962.
1962. Okay.
1962, 63.
So you were just turned 17 or 18?
17 to 18.
17 to 18.
Because we were going to invade Cuba by the U.S. government
Okay.
after the failure of Bay of Pigs. Okay, while I was in the army, they killed Kennedy, the president. So they changed everything. Said, okay, you want to go to Vietnam? No, so they put me on the reserve. I came back to Miami, where I live, and then I joined the police force, Metro Dade, in 1969.
Mhm.
From 69 to 75, I went to the University of Florida International University, where I got a bachelor's degree. Okay. In 1975, I joined the U.S. government, DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration. I spent almost 13 years. I had different positions. I was assigned also overseas as a diplomat in the Dominican Republic. I handled Haiti at one time. I used to work also Puerto Rico, Miami, different places. I was assigned to the U.S. Embassy in the Dominican Republic.
And what did your job, brief summary of your job
Well,
at the DA, first of all?
okay, making big cases, but my main thing was to run operations. I did certain operations and overseas, create programs for the Dominican government, and a liaison between the Dominican government and the United States and the embassy was the liaison office. At one time also was the liaison office agent between the FBI and DEA in Miami.
So it was not only just related to drugs, it was
No, it was
other
related to
other types of
all
operations.
types of operations, undercover,
Okay.
all kind of operations. Okay. All this started
And then when did you retire from
in
them?
1988,
1988.
after being injured in line of duty.
Okay.
I got injured in line of duty in the Dominican Republic while searching a vessel.
Okay.
I boarded a Colombian vessel. We put a satellite track, and it was boarding Haiti, the Dominican Republic, so we're all on ground
Okay.
of the Dominican Republic, so I boarded the vessel, and during the search, I got injured.
Okay. So what the purpose of this session here today is we want to give a summary of your experiences. And now I know that we've been speaking for many, many days, just summaries. These are like little 1 minute type of explanations, and you still haven't finished. So there were numerous explanations. So the idea of this videotape recording is just to give a overview of your experiences.
Okay.
So we could start from the earliest one that you can recall.
Okay, the first one I recall, I had to be around 3 or 4 years old. But I remember then suddenly it came to my mind that when I was 2 years old, I saw this gentleman sitting on my bed, and it was Jesus. I was pulling around. I really remember the pajama I had on, with 2 buttons here, and he went like that, and he was watching me play. It's so vivid, okay? I don't remember that he said anything to me. I was 2 or 3 years old. I was playing around. The next one was, I was 6 years old. I was in the mountains. That's in la Sierra Maestra, the high hills of Cuba. Was going to go to bed, and when you're in the mountains, you cannot see anything. When they turn off the light, you put your hand over here, it's dark. You open your eyes, it's dark. Everything is dark. Then suddenly, I see this thing that I would describe as a heart with gold flames all over.
So it was a heart,
It was like a heart. I can remember something like that,
like a heart.
like a heart with gold flames
Gold flames around it.
around it. And then I see this thing coming down, coming down, coming down. I was watching that. I was in shock. When it touched my heart, I got into convulsion. I remember, like something like this. I was a kid, but I remember the convulsion. That thing never left me. Okay.
Now the heart, you saw it like holographically or in like a real
Like a real
heart.
heart.
like a real heart.
Yeah, but
And-
when it got into my body,
And then it went inside your body.
went inside my body.
Yes.
I got into convulsion. I didn't know what it was until I saw a picture of Jesus Christ, and I see it like the Holy Spirit inside. I'm not a religious person, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it away. I don't go to church, I'm going to that. I said, God, this was able to see. This heart.
This is later on.
Later on,
Yeah.
this is what happened to me.
Okay. You saw the heart of Jesus Christ.
Yes, whatever you see sometimes some pictures.
In the
over-
pictures, yeah, they
over
have,
there,
yeah.
they have the Holy Spirit on it.
Yeah.
This is what I saw. Okay?
And you were again 6 years old
6 years old.
in the mountains of Sierra Maestra
Cerrate en Oriente, Cuba.
in Cuba.
Okay. The next big issue of my life, I was around 14 years old. It was in Havana, Cuba. I jumped on a bridge. I was start swimming to in the ocean, but I want to get offshore, and I wasn't able because the rip current would tow me back and forth. I tried to reach the and those big reefs were there. God, I went there from here to the roof.
These are natural barrier rocks.
Yes.
Okay.
They call it diente perro. That's
And
you scratch yourself. If you climb that, you will cut yourself. You will scratch.
yeah.
And I was going back and forth.
And
the rip current would
they're very long.
Oh, they're very long. No way you can go around.
Very long. So you were trying to go to one side and you were brought back, and then you go to the other side
No,
and you were
no. I
brought
wasn't
back
able to reach the shore.
to the shore.
I wasn't able. Then I got tired. I'm drowning. I remember going like this down, very slowly. The first thing came to my mind is God. I thought about God. I thought about my mother. And then suddenly, I felt this energy that came and picked me up, took me off the air,
Took you from the bottom of
on the
the ocean.
ocean and took me and put me by a sidewalk. He jumped me on those rocks. The rocks were from here to the roof. I flew. I was in
The
shock.
roof of the house.
The roof of this right here.
Yeah.
That's high.
Okay.
I mean, I flew all over, and then I sat down. I felt on the sidewalk like this. It was weird. I said, okay, I don't remember flying. I was dying. I was dying. And then suddenly, here I am. I started walking like anything happened to me. I went to a swimming pool to start swimming. Like that.
Did you have conscious recall of what had happened to you?
I remember going into the water, drowning,
Drowning all the
but
way
I don't
down?
remember flying. I remember when I hit the ground, like this. And then I was in shock. And then I got up, I kept walking like nothing happened.
Mhm.
With the time, that says my memories, because God, no way, how could it be done? It's impossible. The rip current, I was dying. I didn't climb.
Let's go, instead of going into the walking part, let's go chronologically.
Okay, then happened in 1973.
And you were
I was in the police department,
about 27 years old.
about 27 years old. I left a section of Miami that's on 79th Street Northwest on 27th Avenue. We had a substation there. And I drove home to my old house, ex-wife. And it had a gate. I pulled over, it was around 11:30 at night. I opened the gate and suddenly I looked to my right. I said, God, police helicopter. They might be looking for a burglar or something. But so I said, wait. I stopped like this. Wait, Alberto. There's something wrong here. The airplanes and the helicopter, they don't have a blue light underneath.
They don't have blue lights.
They don't have blue lights. And then when I looked to the right, it was so low, it looks like a hamburger, like this. What's that big?
It looked like a hamburger.
Yeah,
And how high was it?
on top of my house,
On top of your house? Okay.
very low, and with the lights going down. But then it had a blue light that was moving toward the right. I remember very clearly. And a red light on top, counterclockwise, going like this, and it had windows all over.
Windows all over.
Yeah, it was so low.
How big was the craft?
Okay, that big.
Small.
Up to me, but on top of my house.
Oh, on top of your house,
Ah,
okay.
top of my
Okay.
house. Wow. It was something like this, clearly, and it has a light. But I felt something very weird. As I was walking into my house to get my old wife, the old one. I felt something in my brain. It is like it twisted. It was something like this. It moved. Something moved inside my brain that I cannot recall it, but it's something weird, physically weird. Like I moved or something. I would say something like this. It would move like this. This is my reaction. Like my brain moved the other way around. That's the best way I can explain it to you.
Like someone turned a switch on?
It moved. It's not like turning a switch. Something like inside my brain moved like this. Okay, suppose your brain is in this position. It went like this.
Okay.
That's what I felt. I felt something inside my brain. I went inside. I called my ex-wife. She went out. My neighbors. By that time, what I would call you on the UFO was higher now. It was at the same distance. And then
They saw it too.
yeah, oh yeah, this one. I have witnesses. Then I called my family. I said, by phone. They said they're on the other part of Miami. I said, listen, go out and watch them. We have UFOs all over Miami.
Now, you initially got out of work at what time?
11 o'clock, this was 11:30 when I got home.
You-
To me, it was a sequence. But then, years later, we were talking in my family's house, and then as I mentioned, I said, no, because you woke me up at 2:30 in the morning. What do you mean? Wait, I said, wait, 2:30 in the morning. It had to be the latest midnight, because everything was in sequence. So apparently, I had missing time.
About 2 hours worth?
Apparently. I had missing time, 2 hours missing time. By this time, I never read it. I didn't say anything to nobody, I didn't pay attention.
No, did they have a noise that,
It sounds zoom, 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 zoom. That was the noise, was zoom,
Mhm.
zoom, like that. That's what. Okay, by that time, I never read them. I didn't care about UFO. I didn't pay attention. My life, I continued my life. I joined the US government. Now we're going to 1987. I got transferred from the Dominican Republic to Miami.
but let me go back forward. Between, let's say, your teenage years until 1987, you had mentioned something about your dreams, or at least waking up and you were paralyzed?
Oh yes. When I was around 18 or 19 years old, it was something weird.
18 or 19 years old?
Yes, the thing started.
That's when it started.
I was asleep around 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, and then I felt the presence of somebody in the room. Somebody would walk into the room. It was scary, scary, scary. And that thing, I don't know what it was, would paralyze me. Everything started from my foot, all the way up. I can feel it. It was moving anyway, until I became total paralyzed. I could not scream, talk. Only my mind, I can only think. I tried to scream, I wasn't able to move at all. When that thing will leave me, it will be like I had an organ, okay?
When you became unparalyzed,
Okay, I would feel like that, totally drained.
totally drained.
Totally drained. I mean, no energy. I was there. Okay.
Now you were awake during this time.
Oh yes. Nothing was sleep awake.
Nothing
Everything
was-
I'm telling you, nothing. No, I was just dreaming. Everything had been awake.
Okay.
Conscious.
Everything that you're
Everything
telling
on
us
this
is conscious.
Everything. Nothing has been dreams.
Okay.
No dreams. I don't believe in dreams. Believe me. I don't care what dreams. I have to see things to believe. Because when that energy, whatever it will be, that later I found out what it was, will walk in, that will walk me up. I got so scared. It was scary.
Now, how frequently did that happen?
Many times during many years. Even when I was in the Dominican Republic, will happen too. Puerto Rico will happen. It will happen. That thing will follow me.
Okay, so it was like on a monthly basis?
Once a month, or I don't know. It was very
It was
frequent.
very frequent.
Very frequent. I don't know.
This started when you were 18 years old?
18, 19 years old.
Okay.
During my poverty.
Okay.
Okay.
So then now we're talking about 1987 now.
Okay, that's 1987.
You were approximately 42 years old,
42 years old.
okay?
I had
And you basically had these paralyzing experiences that you never made any connections with
no,
UFOs or ETs?
no, not even with dead people that don't believe in anything like that.
Okay, there's nothing like
Nothing
that?
like that spirit. I didn't know what it was.
So the first thing that happened was this thing in 1973 with the craft, and then you basically just ignored it.
I ignored it. I didn't read
You
any
didn't
books.
read anything about it?
I didn't read anything
Okay.
about it.
So now you're 42 years old?
I'm 42 years old.
Okay.
Okay, I got transferred to Miami from the Dominican Republic with my wife Rebecca and my daughter Janet. Janet was
That was right after you had your accident, right?
no, a year after that.
A year after you had your accident, okay.
That was my accident was in '86, it's 1987. They decided to send me back to Miami. They were going to replace me.
Okay.
Okay, Janelle, my daughter, was a year old, a little baby. Okay, we went to the government put us on the Sofitel Hotel. That's on, the Laguna by the airport.
Yes, right next to the airport. It's a big hotel.
A French hotel, and they put me on the penthouse, southwest corner.
Okay, you were in the penthouse southwest corner
Of the
of a
hotel.
big airport next to Miami International Airport.
Mhm.
And you were waiting for your,
I was waiting because I had to go to Puerto Rico
okay.
for another
Another
operation,
assignment.
or another something, so I was
But
waiting
your
orders.
regular house, you already had rented it to someone
Because I
else.
didn't have any house in it. I was waiting for orders, so where we
Okay.
were going to go, I had to go to Puerto Rico for 20 days. They did why? For a wiretap. Then, it was around 10:30, 11 o'clock.
And your wife was with you, Rebecca?
Yes, with me, next to me.
Okay. Now Rebecca, she,
She's a clinical psychologist, she's a doctor.
She's a doctorate, University of Miami, PhD,
Clinical
clinical
psychologist.
psychologist.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Around 11 o'clock, the alarm of the hotel goes off. Everybody was running and walking through the halls. The fire. What's a fire? That's what, okay, they turned off fire, false alarm.
Okay.
Then
So the alarms went out, everybody came out of their rooms?
everybody came out of the rooms.
Okay.
You know, the fire alarm of the hotel. So when I walk back into the room, then suddenly there's a change of voltage in the room. The people went off.
Okay.
I started jumping.
Your beeper started jumping.
The lamps, they start flashing. Lamps were on and they go on and off.
Okay, all the lamps.
All the lamps. We had a little lamp, but my daughter was sleeping in a little crib. Okay? And Rebecca was with me. And then suddenly, the windows, the glasses start shaking and moving. It looks like they were going to fall apart.
Okay.
Moving real fast. I was watching that, I didn't pay attention. I thought, what's that? The air condition. Coming from Latin America, on top of the roof had to be the air condition. This start checking. We used to that. Then suddenly, we were sitting on